Raising up of others. Boy, this becomes a contention. Remember all those things we talked about with, well, this one's better than that one, and the Lord's trying to raise that one up, and that one's not working hard, and what do you do with all those things? I bless you, Lord, to raise up one who is more qualified for this ministry than I am, that your purposes might be better fulfilled through this ministry. I bless my leadership to recognize such a one at the time of your choosing. I actively pray that God will lead up somebody more qualified than I am to lead this team. I taught this principle very, very early on. And I was so overjoyed when I became the first to lead the team for that reason. I didn't want it to be anybody else. We had for a time, I was not the worship director here. It was kind of short-lived, but we had a very, very talented, great man of God come in and led this congregation in worship. This guy could sing around me, he could play piano around me, he could play guitar around me. I couldn't hold a candle to this guy's ability. Could have gone the other way. I could have, well, no, this is mine. And, the parts of the flesh were saying that. But I went to my pastor and I said, we're going to bring this man in. Can you give me the privilege of welcoming him and blessing him from this pulpit? Because if I don't, first of all, people are going to be, I wonder what happened with Mike, And it's this man's a friend of mine. He's a good friend. And I did. And I'm saying that to say this, that it wasn't as bad as you would think. It made me so much more blessed to know that God honored my prayer for that season. And also that I saw that after I left, the team stayed intact. The team did not fold up. I could have thrown a tantrum. I could claim the ground. And I hate talking about this because I don't want to make it seem like, oh, Mike's a great guy. No, Mike struggled. Okay? Mike's not a great guy. But I'm asking you, can you pray for the furtherance of the ministry of the gospel of worship, the worship of the gospel of Christ in your church, even to the point where, Lord, even if it means that I'm not going to be part of it, even if it means that, Lord, bless it. Make it go forward. I want that great guitar player to go in my place. Now, I don't really just say no. I usually divide and move on to other teams. But it's a huge heart issue. If you can't cross that hurdle, I don't know how we can minister. Because our hearts then would be, by definition, for ourselves and our place within the ministry, not for the ministry.